And we are live. Welcome, everybody, to WAFFLEBOARD Breaks, our first Facebook claim after the reload. We had one reload jersey hits on Sunday of the two jerseys, so we still have 15 jerseys from the reload in there. I know it's a bit of a slog. Obviously, I had the prices as low as I can. I threw a special up there at the end to get us filled. Thank you, Derek, for looking for the closer mojo. Grab the last three spots. You guys are, yeah, I mean, like I said, 36 boxes, not a ton, but like I said, it's pretty far up as we've been in about a month or so. And um, some great jerseys still in there, some great chase jerseys. You guys are gunning for those, which is great. I'm always happy to see the battles on eBay as well as the priority claims on Facebook. So I'll wait for everybody to gather in here. I know I started a couple minutes late because I was waiting for everything to be filled up. I didn't want to postpone, so I'm glad you guys jumped on the dollar off special I did on the last 10 spots. So there we are. I said we're getting ready to roll here. Right now I have all the reload jerseys on the left, and I have, of course, the 21 old jerseys in the very center. So like I said, I can make those stacks, up 9 or 10 if I want, but right now they're just 7. So we'll see how we go with the jerseys in the next couple weeks, and then I'll adjust the piles as we go. Of course, we'll have 4 more gone by the end of Sunday, so I'll probably have at least just 2 stacks, and I'll start moving stuff over into the center column. So we'll see. Like I said, waiting for everybody to stop by. I know there's tons of good games on right now. Hope you guys are enjoying them. I saw the Blue Jackets went for 2. They have an 8 spot up against Nashville. That was a pretty rough game there. So that one's I think that one's almost over. But I say that obviously that my boy Cooch is having a nice night. Obviously, it's getting tight in the East. Florida's up 2-1. That's gonna be a battle for that top spot in those 3. Of course, Toronto also. I think is Toronto off tonight. Yeah, Toronto's off tonight. So we got some battles down to the wire with these playoff teams. So we'll see how it is. Like I said, I'll be able to. I mean, Ovechkin scored, so make sure we're watching that. He just has 1 tonight, but now I believe he's 4 away, which is pretty crazy. We're going to see Ovechkin break that record. I thought would never be broken, but him and Dylan Strom has just been a man reborn. Obviously, putting up good numbers. Playing with the cat. Let the cat away. Get every cat. Come on, cat. They like to hang out when nothing's going on down here. So, we'll see. There's nobody here yet. So everybody's still watching the games. What are you guys doing? You guys are. I mean, I know Big Al was breaking tonight because he's going to be off tomorrow. So that's not his norm. He usually comes on Wednesday. So it looks like you guys have nothing tomorrow. So be able to sit back and enjoy your wins or so we try to recover from your break wounds over the last week or so. Some of you guys are on mild heaters. Obviously, our 2 biggies hit Sunday. Big Al and CK both hit. They're the leaders. But like I said, some of you guys have been doing pretty well. So it's I want to see you guys continue. Like I said, like I don't root for or against anybody, but it's always nice to see people get on heaters. Always nice to see people break losing streaks. Like I said, I don't begrudge anybody getting hot. I don't begrudge anybody that hit any jersey. Like I said, even though both jerseys Sunday were pretty big, nice, high-profile jerseys, it was good to see them hit. Like I said, I'm always happy when you guys hit your targets. Whether they're long old targets or whether they're rather new targets. So it's always interesting to see what hits right out the box. So, like I said, with still 15 of the 36 are from the new run, so it's a little bit less than 50-50 with a new box. I mean, that's just how it's going to go for a while. We didn't hit tons of the last reload, but we did hit 1 last break. So we're starting to work into that batch. There's only, I believe, 7, I think, or 8. Let me see, 3, 8 from that. So, and 7 from the run before. So, I mean, we're whittling away, the old runs. Like I said, there's still 2 2 of our oldest single box runs, and then we have 2 from that December reload. So there's only 4 boxes up there from last year. Everything is relatively new, 2025. Now, as we hit April Fool's Day, no fooling. So this is, I didn't see too much April Fool stuff today. I don't know if the world has gotten hardened. We can't enjoy April Fools anymore, but I did see a couple. There's a couple of messages I was scrolling through my feeds. I did see some fun April Fool stuff, which is pretty good. I mean, it's always good to see, as long as you don't go too far with it. But it was, as long as you catch into it pretty fast. But yeah, like I said, it's just exciting. Like I said, when you get the reloads in, I'm always looking forward to seeing the new stuff comes. At the same time, I like to see the old stuff hit, because you guys have been so loyal and dedicated, chaser for some of these spots. I hate to see people go through, break after break after break. And we've done pretty good here. We've been able to, get through most of our boxed up jerseys. Starting to grab some stuff. A couple of things have showed up the last couple of days for the next reload. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I'm really happy. They're not even down here yet. They're still upstairs after taking pictures of them. So we're getting there. Like I said, I got some cool stuff getting ready for the next reload. You guys should always be excited, as I'm always on the hunt, always trying to find new stuff or fun stuff. And, like I said, we have next Sunday, we will be doing a couple giveaways. We're going to celebrate the 2-year anniversary. So make sure you guys get your bids in. The spots are live on eBay right now. Of course, our end one hits today and Thursday. So they will be gone, but we'll be down to 34 and 33 boxes on Sunday, and then we will have at least 2 giveaways. I don't know if I have maybe a puck I'll throw in, but we'll see. I think as of right now, I have 2 definite giveaways. So they're going to be eligible. Every spot on Sunday is going to be eligible to win one or both of the giveaways if I throw in a third. But I don't want to begrudge anybody for hitting one. If you're lucky enough to hit 2, we've had people hit 2 before. But like I said, especially if you have multiple spots, but the same spot is going to be eligible to hit. So we'll do that. That's, like I said, there'll be 34, 1 in 34 if you bid on multiple spots. If you win multiple spots on Sunday, obviously your chances will increase. Those are pretty cool giveaways. I'm excited to give them away to you guys. They're going to be fun. So we'll get to that on Sunday. And then this week is Tuesday and Thursday, Facebook claims. We'll do one Thursday, same spot prices as today. I'll throw it back up there. It'll take a little while to fill. Next week, we're going to be just Tuesday and Wednesday. No Thursday next week. So Tuesday and Wednesday next week, and that'll give you a couple more, like an extra day to bid on the spots for the eBay break the following Sunday. But we'll see what it does. Like I said, I'm excited. The hockey's getting pretty fun, exciting down to the wire. We don't see. We got a couple people in the room. Yeah, we're starting to get some people trickling over. So I know we had. I think we had. Let me see how people we had today. I think we got under 10. So it was tough going for that. But let me see. We got 1, 2, 3. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a 9, maybe 10. So I don't get many single spotters. I think only 9 people maybe for the fill, which is tough because obviously that's averaging for a spot, which could be really tough. Obviously with the spot prices down as low as I can get them. You guys did a great job of grabbing all at the end, and I was able to put a special buck off for the last 10, which is fine. Like I said, I don't mind doing that for you guys because you guys help me out filling this stuff every single break. So I don't mind having to, giving you guys, kind of special where I can. So, but like I said, it'll be a little tough probably to fill on Thursday. It'll only be 1 box less, same spot prices. And of course, next week doing the Tuesday and Thursday. So you'll have some extra day to get your bids in next week after we get our Facebooks out of the way. So we're getting there. Like I said, it's fun. We're just like that. We're into the mid-30s. Like I said, we never get too high. I haven't been in the 40s in forever, but it's just tough to gather up enough jerseys in the 2-3 weeks I have before I get ready to reload, especially when you're doing 4 weeks. So not too much weight. Like I said, we have a couple people in the room. There's not going to be too many people. I know Big Al's not going to be able to make it live. We'll see. Let's get the break going. I don't want you guys to sit around too long because I want to get this going so you get the jersey out. Can't wait to see what comes out tonight. So good luck, everybody. Let's get my randoms going. Let me see. Said some of you guys coming over from Big Al's. I don't know if he's still breaking helmets, but since he's not breaking tomorrow, I know a lot of his regulars are heavy football guys, so they might not be able to stop by for this live break. But let me get my dice roller and my randoms up. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. So get ready, guys. 5 or more, always what we do on our random box. The list is full here. Like I said, our oldest boxes, 60.95. 60 is the only box that's been skipped. And I believe probably 95. I may have to skip that in the next reload if it doesn't hit before then. And then 1 and 3 are not long after that. So see if we can clear them out at some point in time here. They said we got 2 and 2, and then there's a 7, and then 8, and then 15 from the most recent reload, all the way up to 76. We hit the last one, which was 77. So the last box of the reload hits. That was actually the Bo Horvat. Or not the Bo Horvat, the Vincent Trocheck All-Star Game jersey. So let's do it. 5 or more, 1 box tonight. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got. Still some monsters to hit. And that is an 8. So 8 times the list. Good luck, everybody. Let's see what we got here. No jersey's a bad jersey. Obviously, some of you guys have higher priorities, but every jersey I love seeing come out. Here we go. 4, 5, 6, 7. And the jersey box we're going to open tonight is going to be box number, what we got? 39. 39 is not a reload. 39 maybe the reload before, which is correct. 39 is starting to hit the last reload. 8 times, box 39. 8 times, box 39. Very dead center of the stacks. There we go. Let me dead center. let me back that one out so I remember that. 39 it is. Cool. Gone. Okay, let me get my notes to myself here. 39. Okay. 39. Oh, it's actually 2 reloads ago. Not the last reload, the reload before. Ooh. We got some good stuff in this one. There we go. Box 39 it's going to be. Okay. Excited. Okay, box 39. Where's my list? Let me see my winners. Let's see. Okay. Box 39, guys. 39. Excited. First Facebook claim since the reload. The stack is starting to look like you again. Box 39 is going to show us. Okay. This again, closer mojo is real. Adam Oates, Boston Bruins. There it is. That's what it takes sometimes. Closer mojo, one of the greatest passers in NHL history. Adam Oates, Hall of Famer. That's 2012, I believe. Hall of Famer Adam Oates. And that is a vintage Fanatics, old school style Boston Bruins with the B. Oh, look at the Boston Bruin patches on the sleeves with the A. Boston Bruins. The Spoke B, Fanatics Vintage. There it is. The man who set up Brett Hall many a time, Cam Neely many a time. There it is. Adam Oates, Boston Bruins. Wasn't getting a lot of love, but he is one of the greatest assist men in NHL history. There we go. Closer Mojo. And we know who that is because that was the Closer Mojo. That is Derek F. There it is. He was talking about he wasn't on a heater anymore. I said, you got to extend your heaters. That's how you do it in the break worlds. You got to get off the mat. You got to extend your heaters. Congratulations, Derek, on the Adam Oates. Very good, very good. It's nice to see the Hall of Famer come out. Wasn't getting a lot of love, but I was a big fan. He was one of the best to see. Like I said, as a Cooch fan, you love to see somebody that can set up the goals, and definitely Adam Oates was one of the best to ever do it. So congratulations on that, Derek. Sorry for everybody that did not hit. Obviously, Closer Mojo does exist. We know that for facts. And there we go again. He steps in, grabs the last 3 spots, and he hits. So congratulations to him. Thank you much, everybody. Like I said, it was a bit of a slog. Probably the same thing Thursday, but one less jersey, one less box, and we'll get back at it Thursday night, 8 p.m. With 35 boxes. So thank you much, everybody. It's been nice. It's been fun. It's been real. I love doing it. So I look forward to seeing everybody here in a couple of days. Enjoy your Wednesday, and there's no break in the big house, no break in on mine. So enjoy your break night off midweek. So we'll be back here on Thursday night. Looking forward to everybody. Thank you very much. Waffleboard Breaks is signing off. Take care, guys.